What's up, YouTube? My name is Drew, and welcome to the first episode of Fish Meets Face. Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to do a catfish rig. And some of the things that you will need for this rig are some weights, okay, some sinker sliders, some beads, a 5/0 circle hook, bobber, monofilament line for a leader, or some metal leaders. So first thing you want to do is, if I'm going to use, so I have a no roll sinker, and I have a disc sinker, and then I got a bomber. Okay, and then this tiny little, I guess you can call it a little bomber as well. If you're worried about a little bit of current and your weight rolling, these things are awesome. This one's only 3 ounces, but it can go up. I think they have some that go up to 10. But if you're worried about your bait rolling around and moving in that current, these are awesome. They're just flat on the bottom. They're not rolling around like this big bomber sinker, okay? So we'll go ahead and use this one, and then I'll show you guys how to do the rig with the disc weight or the bomber weight. Alright, so first thing you want to do is take your weight and feed it through your main line. Just like that. Alright. Next thing is to get a bead, little red bead. And what this little bead does is it protects your knot to the barrel swivel for your monofilament line or for your metal leader. Kind of protects that knot from it, the abrasion from the weight. So make sure I had enough. Okay. So then put this on. Feed that through. Okay. Might need a little bit more line. Alright. Like that. And then next would be if you want to use a monofilament or a metal leader. Personally, I like to use metal leaders. If you want to use a monofilament line, then go ahead and I would tie on a barrel swivel here. But the metal leaders that I buy at the store already come with the barrel swivel and a clip. Okay, they come in 2 different sizes. This one's 8 inches long. This one is 12 inches long. So what I used to do when I was a kid, since I prefer the metal leaders, I used to just take the hook and put it right on this clip. And actually, this is the weakest part. When I hooked onto a big fish, this would bend out and I'd lose the fish, and it sucked. So I thought to myself, well, how can I make this better? How can I make this stronger? And I took this clip off and ended up just putting the hook directly onto the metal leader. And I'll go ahead and show you guys that. So once you go ahead and take this off with some pliers, or some needle nose plier, whatever, you got some channel locks, get that thing off, and you should be left with this here. Okay? Now, I like to use a big bobber on my metal leaders. Why? Because I don't like my bait sitting on the bottom of the lake or the river. I like to keep the bait suspended off the bottom, just like this. I feel like that it gets the scent out there in the current, and it's not, catfish don't just feed at the bottom; they feed everywhere. So I like to just feed this metal leader through this big bobber. Okay, put it into place here, and I use this bigger bobber on the metal leaders because it really holds everything up. If I use one of those tiny, like half-inch bobbers, it just droops down like this. It doesn't hold everything up. So once I get to the desired position that I want my bobber at, then I'm good. Catfish do bite onto this sometimes. It is what it is. Bobbers are relatively cheap, so they don't bother me none. Next thing you want is your hook. So, easy way of doing this. Kind of pinching this down, feeding this through the back, through the eye, okay, just like this. And then you're going to feed this hook through the hole right here, just like that, okay? Now, I already kind of messed up the little wire that's going across here. You want to try to avoid that as much as possible. But for demonstration purposes, it's okay. So, I feed it through, okay? Now, to avoid messing up that little wire, I like to push up on this little hole right here, this little eye on the metal leader, and feed it through so that I'm not rubbing up against that little wire as much. Okay? And then I pull this tight, just like that. And there you go. That's a strong leader right there. And it's going to keep it up off the bottom. Alright? So next, I'm going to take this, okay, and I like to tie a polymer knot. Alright? It's one of the strongest fisherman knots that you can do, or that you could use, and it's been pretty reliable for me, so I always use it. So I'm going to tie this up real quick. Okay. Just like that. Pull up on that right there. Alright, and there you go. That is it, right there. Very effective. Very easy. Now, literally, let me just cut this line here. I could do the same thing, kind of the same rig, but say like with the weight that I have now, the current's too strong, okay? It's not working out for me. You know, I don't have a big enough no-roll sinker. Say I gotta go to a disc. This is 4 ounces, or, go to a 10 ounce. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of have that no-roll on there, I'm going to put one of these bad boys on. Sinker sliders. So, same thing. Now, what's neat about these is there's like it's a plastic eye, right? Essentially, say that this weight gets stuck in between a rock or something like that, or a log, and you're reeling in to check your bait or something, and it gets stuck. This plastic is going to break off, and it's going to save your tackle. That's why I like using these. These are awesome. I don't like to tie this directly to my main line. You'll just lose everything, and that costs a lot of money. You want something that's cost effective. So, I put this on. Here, feed it through. Just like that. And personally, I still add the bead. Just like that. Okay. And then same thing. Tie a polymer knot to your main line, or to your leader. Okay. Wet it down, pull through, just like that. Very strong polymer knot. Okay. Clip the tag end, and there you go. Same thing. Now, if the current's real strong, I can just add this weight, just like that. And I'm good to go. It's perfect. If this gets stuck between rocks or anything, that little plastic piece will break, and it will save the rest of my tackle. Same thing, little disc weight. Whatever you need. Now, I have this smaller weight I like to use when I'm down at the family farm catfishing. I like to use this weight. There's no current why I put on, more than an ounce or two. Yeah. So I hope this rig helps you guys out. Just let me know. Put a comment down in the comment section. Put a like on this video if you like it, and press the subscribe button. And I guarantee you guys I'll have more videos. I don't just catfish. I love to bass fish. I like to fish for everything and anything. So, there'll be more videos coming. My buddy Cannon and my buddy Jake, and sometimes I'll have my friend AJ fishing with me. So, we'll have a great time. And I hope this video helps you guys again. And, you guys have a good one. Happy New Year. Catch you guys next time. Have a good one.